Hello everyone, and here I am starting to work on my Sony TCK7 tonight. I just cleaned the pinch rollers and heads to make everything clean. As you may see, rollers are still original, and looks like I still cannot fully remove the mold from the left pinch roller. I'm already was cleaning for quite a while, so looks like this pinch roller is doomed. Alright, and what I don't like, even if it works and with a good speed, wow and flutter is like way above what I would expect from this deck. It should be below 0.03. So the C speed is good, 2993. It was 2994. That's where I will have to clean, lubricate this tape transport. And in this series, I will be doing exactly the similar upgrades as I did for my Sony 555 ESA to bring the sound of this deck to the level of Nakamichi. Right now, it's not there, believe me. It sounds like compressed, not interesting, not open, specifically comparing to the original digital output, and like not switching source tape. Source tapes also are pretty similar, but dynamics is not there. All right, and I will share with you like what I'm exactly doing. I will show you each board and explain why I'm doing that. So stay tuned in this video. It will be quite interesting journey. See you soon. And here I continue disassembly, and you may see the reason for the wow and flutter. So remains of old belt was not cleaned. Right, and even if it has a very good original belt installed, it has a mark that it's original, right? It still gets higher wow and flutter than it could. So let me pull it out and I will work on it and see what we can get from this guy. See you soon. Alright, here I disassembled everything, and I'm not pleased to see that they didn't remove the old belt residue. So even if they put new belt and it still works fine, but we need to do a good cleanup, and I will clean up old lubricant and put new one. Same old residue here, and I will remove and lubricate motor bearings to make sure that everything will work for a long time. Also, what I mentioned on some Type 1 tapes, the Type 1, Type 2 switch doesn't work well, so I need to deoxidize the switches. From the other end, this deck didn't work a lot, so heads are in a very good shape. A little bit of wear, but nothing drastic. Alright. Now let me work on it, and I see you soon. And here guys, while I'm checking everything, I mentioned that carriage is not go smoothly. I suspect that they have a missed ball, and this would be, I believe, from the top right here. I have some spare balls, so let me open and see if it's true or not. No, ball is right there. You see? Let me show you. Right here. But looks like lubricant is dried up, so now without the top part, you see it goes smoothly. So and it should go the same smoothly together with the spring installed. Right? So let me clean, lubricate, and yeah, I will assemble. Okay, I just cleaned, lubricated, and assembled this half of the tape transport. Now I will work on this part and then put them together. You may watch my videos. I did Sony detailed tape transport reassembly video, like I believe about 10 times. So that's why I'm not repeating myself. You can just go to my channel page, search for any Sony deck, and you highly probably could get into these videos. All right, moving on. Okay, at next step I lubricated the bearings on these two motors by applying oil and moving the shaft. Now they rotate pretty fine, and I cleaned this pulley, so no residue anymore. And I replaced these two capacitors. It's 10 microfarad by 50 volts. Alright, next I will assemble this part and move to cleaning capstans and replacing these two capacitors. They still not leaking, but let's be mindful, it's been like almost 40 years, 30 maybe. We need to replace them just for the key, so before they ate the traces. Alright, see you soon. Hello everyone, and after some efforts I was finally able to complete assembly. As you may see, all capacitors in the tape transfer has been replaced. One of the capacitors is bipolar, so make sure that you install 22 microfarad bipolar. Alright, and another 100 microfarad and 47 microfarad. Alright, and I replaced left pinch roller, so now you may see it's clean. And older one, it was not just like molded, it also has a pretty poor glass layer on top, so I believe it's not a saver anymore. Right, okay, let me install it back and let's see what would be wow and flutter. See you soon. All right, assembled and playing 3 kHz tape, and here is the results. 2994, and it's so stable, you see, 2994.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7. Wow and flutter 0.026 to 0.028. That one goes to 0.022, 21, 22. So really perfect results. And chart here is really low. All right. Good. That's what I want to see from this kind of deck. All right, now I will test everything, and then my goal would be to replace capacitors and make it play better than it is. So as I told you, I have designed the schematic upgrade for Sony, which will make it sound like an Nakamichi even better, because on the high frequencies it's more detailed. Because Sony decks of high grade, they don't have coils in the sound pass, and that's why they sound even better. Alright, now let me start working on it and see you soon. Hello everyone, and here I'm replacing capacitors. So as you may see, it is quite a few of capacitors replace it, and down there. All right, and the other board, I'm installed a little bit less capacitors, and that's the amount which has been removed. So the main point, on the audio pass I'm installing solid polymer capacitors of increased values. This will open the dynamic range and sound would not be that compressed. Plus I removed the sequential capacitors. As you may see, those are replaced with the shortcuts. Alright, so the point, like there was double 22s, I'm installing 22s as a single value. And where it was single 22s, I maintained single 22s, and 1 microfarad on the Dolby circuit I replaced with just Nichicon FG. Here double 4.7 replaced with single 10 microfarad. All right, the same story, all 22s replaced with 22s. Then like 10 microfarad replaced with 22 microfarad, and I believe it's here. And here is 22 replaced with 47. All right, that is the difference. And with these values, DEC should sing really. On 555 ESA, the similar upgrade made a very drastic change, make it sound on par of with my best Nakamichi RX 505. And now let's see how this guy will perform. See you soon. Okay, and now DEC is playing. I just completed tuning, and it's metal tape currently recording, and that's like 20 kilohertz easy on -20 level. We may zoom in a little bit. On -10, the same. On -6, the same. And on 0 decibel we have a 2 decibel drop at 20 kilohertz. Really cool parameters of this DEC. It does really great. All right, I'm already listening to the sound. I'm achieved the results which I was expecting. So now it will play the same as my Sony 555 ESA. All right, the big difference is this record equalizer. That's where I can adjust 3 kilohertz frequencies and make any tape play exactly flat, exactly the same as the source. All right, that would be it for this part. Thank you for your attention and stay tuned for my channel. See you and bye-bye.